Aloha, Scott Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, April 17th, 2017, 6:33 at night. Perfect day to talk about sales. And I get asked this question, hey, how do salespeople spend their time? So I'm going to give you two answers. Salespeople spend their time learning a little bit about the buyers, taking some time to deal with the buyer, and they might go out and give a presentation, and they might go out and work and see what they could do to make a sale. Now, the second group of people are going to be the closers. Now, I have had the chance to ride with some very top-notch salespeople in quite a few different industries, and I will tell you there's a common trend between a lot of top-notch salespeople, and it is they are constantly working on their presentation, they're constantly learning on gathering information, they're constantly figuring out ways to sell. So you got two groups of people. Salespeople, and don't get me wrong, it's cool, but you got a lot of people who are just like they're cool with whatever they do. Okay? And you got people who are closers or working towards being a closer, and they spend a lot of time perfecting their craft. So my question for you is, what group do you think that you're going to fall into? If I said, hey, look, I'm going to come ride with you, are you a salesperson who just like, I'm cool with making, I don't know, 60 grand a year, 70 grand a year, $75,000 a year? Are you somebody who's going to go after it and do what you can to make the sales? Now, salespeople, they do a lot of work, they put in a good effort, but they don't close at the level that they could. Closers, like, it's crazy. Like, anytime that I work with somebody who's like really good at what they do, they'll pull me aside and be like, hey Scott, I want to work with you. I know the company hired me, but I will pay you to have work with me on my own time. I want to go over sales basics. I want to ask better questions. I want you to push me hard. And like, there's guys who like in the meetings are like, yeah, I really want to be great at sales. And then they jump on their phone and they're playing on the internet and Facebook while we're going through class, right? That's not the action of a closer. So my question for you is, what actions are you taking to be a closer? Are you figuring out how to ask better questions, tell better stories, use the internet and social media to make your life better, faster, and easier? Or are you having a ton of fun? And there's nothing wrong with having fun. I got stuck in the fun mode for a couple years of my life, and I really didn't get anywhere further in the sales process than I could have. And then when I said, hey, look, you know what? I want to be the best at what I do. That's really where things took off for me. I decided, it's like for you got to make a decision. Do you want to decide to be the best? Because once you do that, there's some things that you're going to have to do. You're probably going to have to give up some of your friends. You have to give up some of your fun time, a couple nights a week to study, to read books, to go to classes, to ride with other salespeople, to figure out what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, recording your sales process. There's a ton of stuff to do. So how do salespeople spend their time? They spend it, a lot of times doing some okay stuff. But if you really want to be a closer, you say, hey, what do closers do to spend their time? You already got the list. They ask better questions, they're willing to hire people on their own, they're willing to pay for classes on their own, they're willing to go out, they're willing to ask the tough question, they're willing to implement what they learn. There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you gotta do, you gotta subscribe. And then last of all, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.